guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a short tutorial. Now it may not be super great, but so today I am going to be showing you guys how to make a little thick chunky blanket. What you will need is yarn bee string. Now this yarn bee. The yarn bee string is the thickest string you can find at your local craft store. I found mine at Hobby Lobby, and if you get and then certain weeks, they are on sale so you guys can get them. We got ours for $4. Okay, so what you need to do is get it open. Now, I am going to be making a short blanket, like a tiny little demonstration blanket. So what you'll need are a pair of scissors, which I totally thought I should have grabbed before I started doing this tutorial. So guys, I will be right back, and I'm going to grab some scissors. Okay guys, so I am back. I have a pair of scissors. I don't care what type of scissors you guys use, because it is certainly not my choice. You guys can use big scissors, safety, but I'm using safety just in case. So what am I doing today is basically how you started off. Let me scoot up close and let me do one step at a time, because my family found it hard to do this strap. So basically, hold your hand like this, grab your amount of string, wrap the using the extra string that you have, and wrap it around your working string, which is the working string hooked up to the ball of yarn. Wrap it back to its spot like this, and then grab your working string like this, and then pull it, but hang on to the extra working string on the excess string, which we will cut off when we are done. Which this is also super easy. You guys can get it to your size. You guys can do it thick. You guys, I don't really like doing it huge, like too thick of holes, because then it just likes to get stuck, so I'm not using too big of holes. Okay, like that. And then I am going to, basically how you wrap it is pretty easy. You take this, you take your hole that you made, grab your excess working string, and get your excess working string, kind of loop it, and then pull it through push it through the first hole, and then pull it like this, so you get like a little chain. And then keep on doing that till and I want you guys to count like 20 to 25. 15 to 25. I'm going to be doing just like 5, so I can show you. So I can show you guys. So 15 to 20, 15 you guys can do 20, you guys can do 15 to 20 around that area. You guys can even do more depending on how big you want your blanket. And so now what you're going to do is just keep doing that and count 20, or how many you're going to do while you're doing it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to make it like spacious, like the little chain, because you'll need to it'll be kind of special for what you'll need. And I'm just doing 6 just to be safe, because you'll need to leave your very last one, let's say 20 or 25, open, and then you'll pull it down to make it look like this. We'll keep it like this, basically. And then take your yarn, basically, like this. And if you guys are watching correctly, you guys can see that I will be taking my string and going through the back and pulling it forward. Now, yes, you guys can tell from the back and the front, because the back, well, not while like you're braiding, you guys can pick your back and front. But you guys can mostly tell because the string will be coming from the back. And then just keep doing that with the string like this. And then you get like a small little chain going this way. And then keep doing that, and then what you'll do, because you'll have like a braid, you stick this working string that you're going to do right here, stick it through right in here, from the back, as I said earlier, and pull it. Now you guys can have the decision of making it thick or thin. Like thick, big, like little spacious, or thin meaning as in tight. Like tight or loose. And now that's what you just keep on doing all the way. Hold on, guys. I think I may or may not have messed up. Nope. I am doing it correctly. Now, like the second row, to be honest, is the hardest. But like once the third row, it gets easier, like much, much, much easier. So I am just going to be making, and if you guys want, you guys can pause the video at any time. And so, yeah, and let's say you want to stop in the middle of a yarn. Actually, not in the middle, but in the middle, you'll just, let me just show you how to stop in the middle, basically. So what you'll do is you take your scissors and you leave a bit of space between a little. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it. So leave a bit of extra space on how much you want to cut. Like try using like 5 fingers, set them out and like spread it like this. You guys can use 4 or 5. Today I'm using 4 with a bit of like excess string. And going to cut that off, and then you'll have like this little tail, like how you have up here. And then you'll basically make the same knot like as you did at the very beginning. You guys can make it smaller since it's not very a big use right after it, because yeah, so yeah. And then so, yep, that's all to how to make a new loop. And then you can just, you tie it at the back, like make it a loop it through, and then you'll have a little string on the back, and then you can tie the hole if there even gets one, and then you can start with a new one. And so, yeah, and just pretend like nothing ever happened. And so, yeah, I have a guest, apparently, who wasn't invited. I'm kidding. Come on in. And so, yep. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And so now,
excuse me, I'm your mother. I can go anywhere.
Stop, Adeline. So, yeah, now you have the fringes, and then I'm going to show you how to do the third line, basically. It's pretty easy. It's basically like loop it string.
Are you making a tiny blanket?
Yes, to show them, so be quiet. So I'm going to take that working string that I have, as I said before, and then push it through the back. Don't mind I'll do some editing and edit her out. So basically, it's pretty easy on how to restart. So basically, bring your string from where you started, end it, and bring it down. And then just end it, and then just keep. So yeah, to start it is pretty easy. Let me show you one more time just in case. So basically, to start a new yarn, like roll, what you'll need to do is basically, let me hold it up. This is my yarn I'm working with. Bring it, the working yarn, and bring it through the back of it, and then pull like that. And then you have a entire third line. And then that is basically how you make a big chunky yarn, and you guys can just continue doing that the entire way. And let's say I wanted to stop. How you would stop is you basically would take the end that you are done with and just make a bit of an extra and just cut it basically, cut the excess string off. And so you still have a bit, but like still have just enough to like wrap it and tie it at the very end. Like that. And then basically what you'll do is you'll loop it through each other like this. Like you'll braid it. You'll take your first yarn, your first side on the opposite side that you ended off on, and you'll bring the loop in front of that last one and bring it through the bottom and then pull it, and then just continue doing that the basically entire way. And then you guys will have the braided end. I mean, you guys can do this on any like loop string that you guys have, or like even loop it yarn. We assumed this is how you do it. We aren't for sure positive, but we assumed when we were doing this. Now, we did watch a YouTube video on how to do this, so I did not just learn this by myself, but I did want to make a video just for like fun, because, and I may not have said this, but this is probably going to be a really amateur video, tutorial. So yeah, and then that's how you end it off. Now, it's probably not the best beat, but it does work, it turns out. And so, yep. And then you can just leave it off there and take your extra string that you ended off like this. You'll have an extra loop like left out, and then take your string that we cut off with, bring it through the back of it basically, push it through, and then pull it. And then you'll tuck it underneath like that. And then that is our little blanket. Let me show you guys what it should like basically mainly look like. I have one. Let's show you. I have one that I finished using that same color. It is Spa Blue. It should basically, the ending product is supposed to basically look like this. And so, yeah. Now, before you start these, unless you have experience, I would probably start with the looped string first. But that's all. See you guys in my next video. Peace out. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.